In this tutorial, we'll learn how to apply formatting rules to our MegaEdit fields and to variables contained within our MegaEdit fields. This formatting includes options such as limiting input characters, such as allowing numbers only, and formatting the input characters using regex terms. This example will focus on a fairly common use case, which is formatting an input string of numbers into a telephone number. This tutorial assumes prior experience with configuring the Form Builder script and using the Infigo Form Builder within MegaEdit. All right, so we're going to start off on the actual script config, and you'll see I've done some prior work here, but I'm just going to explain what I've done. And what we're focusing on is this formatting rules section here. So the formatting rules are what actually allows us to format the contents of our fields or our variables in a certain way. These lines we've got here are the primarily accepted terms within Form Builder's formatting rules. So let's go through some of these. We've got the tagline. That is the name of this particular formatting rule. And we'll use this to assign the defined rule to both fields and to variables. And we'll see how to do this later on. Next down is type. This allows you to define what is allowable within that rule. So for example, we have number here, and that will allow only numeric input. Letters will not be placed within the field at all. So it just will not allow you to type them. We've got regex. So this section defines a regular expression pattern that specifies the format that the input should match. So for example, this regex term that we've got here represents a pattern for a phone number format where the first 3 digits are grouped, followed by the next 3 digits, and then the last 4 digits. Coming down to the parts line, this section specifies how the matched parts of the input, as defined in the regex line, should be formatted. So in this example, we've got this string here. This specifies the desired formatting for the phone number, where $1, $2, and $3 represents the matched groups from the regex pattern, corresponding to the first 3 digits, the next 3 digits, and the last 4 digits respectively. This formatting rule applies parentheses around the first 3 digits, adds a space, and then formats the next 3 digits, followed by a hyphen, and then the last 4 digits. So you can see how it's representing group 1 here to group 1 there, group 2 to 2, and so on. Please note that regex is not an Infigo-specific term. There are many resources available on the web to aid you in the construction of these terms. Okay, so we're also going to create a variable within this script config. So we're not going to show you how to do this in this particular tutorial. How to accomplish the creation of a variable is covered in other resources on the Infigo Academy. The only difference here to what we've covered in other tutorials is the use of use formatting rules as a term to the end of our variable configuration. So all I've done is added an additional line to the end of my variable configuration here, and we input the name into here matching the tag field of the formatting rule that we wish to utilize. And what it means is that this particular variable will utilize these formatting rules. All right, so with that configured, I'm just going to go ahead and save. And then relaunch our MegaEdit product. So we're going to start off by applying this defined formatting to an entire field that is going to contain a phone number. So within MegaEdit, configure a text field in the usual method when using the form builder. So a complete field, so such as a single line of text, and not one where any variables are going to be used, requires you only to input the tag name of the formatting rule as a tag field. So this is done just by going to the advanced configuration options for that particular field, going down to the field tag section, and then input the name of that formatting rule that we've specified. I'm going to take this name here, enter it into a new field tag, and click the plus icon. As soon as that's been done, the formatting rule will take effect. So you'll see now, if I start adding additional characters to here, I can't apply letters. It simply won't allow me to type them in. If I start applying more numbers, once it reaches the required number of characters, we can see that the formatting rule takes effect. Now, for an actual variable, so such as this one here, where we've put a variable into a field, the work has actually already been done. So simply ensure that the variable is added in the usual way for the form builder, which is seen in other tutorials. Remember that we already defined which formatting rule this variable was going to use within the script config. If I start applying additional numbers, again, when we reach the required amount, the formatting takes effect.